She posted it like a crown on her head. "Know your worth, queens. Don't settle for less." The caption floated under her smiling face, leaning against him, her new lover, the man she left me for. I didn't comment. I didn't argue. I only liked it, and replied, "Kings too." 6 months later, my own announcement went live. A single photograph, her ring on my fiancé's hand, the caption short and precise, "Engaged." That night my phone rang, her number, her voice trembling. "Why didn't you tell me?" I let her speak, let her panic spill through the line. She stammered about mistakes, about love, about choices she wasn't sure of anymore. Her words bled desperation. And beneath them, I heard something else, fear. She had wanted freedom, wanted worth. That's what she told me when she walked out. Claimed she needed a man who knew how to treat her like royalty. I watched her leave, holding our history like a blade pressed against my chest. I told myself I'd let her go, that dignity meant silence. But silence cuts both ways. The months that followed revealed fractures in her facade. She still called me. Small excuses at first. Questions about shared accounts, about paperwork. Then came the accidental slips, a voicemail where she was crying, an email she didn't mean to send, asking if I hated her. And then there were whispers from mutual friends, that the man she left me for wasn't the savior she expected, that he raised his voice too often, that he looked at other women when she wasn't watching. I kept my distance, outwardly calm. Inwardly, I was collecting pieces. When my engagement post surfaced, her reaction told me everything. She hadn't left me because she found something better. She left me because she thought I would stay broken. And now, the sight of me whole, rebuilding, stronger, was her undoing. Her calls grew frequent. She masked them as casual, but I could hear the strain. She asked about my fiancé, her tone too light, too forced. She asked where we met, how long we'd known each other. Jealousy, masked as curiosity. I traced her timeline against mine. Dates didn't align. The man she left me for had overlapped far earlier than I realized. Business trips explained. Late nights excused. The betrayal wasn't just divorce, it was years of deception. I started pulling records, old bills, hotel receipts I'd once ignored. They formed patterns now. A double life lived in shadows, carved at my expense. I thought of her post again, her loud proclamation of worth. It wasn't empowerment, it was justification, a shield to hide her guilt. And now, with my silence, that shield was cracking. Her boyfriend called me once by mistake, breath heavy, voice low, asking where she was. When I identified myself, he hung up. The sound of his panic was all I needed to know. Their kingdom wasn't built on loyalty, but suspicion. I didn't intervene. I didn't warn her. I let their cracks widen. The truth came in pieces. One night she finally confessed over the phone. She said he wasn't who she thought he was, that he controlled her, watched her every move, that she wanted to leave but didn't know how. Her voice cracked when she whispered, "I made a mistake." I stayed silent. My stillness unsettled her more than anger ever could. She begged for forgiveness, for another chance. She tried to paint the past as confusion, as if betrayal could be softened with new colors. But her slip revealed more than she intended. She admitted she had thought I would wait, that my engagement felt like a knife. The truth wasn't her regret. The truth was her expectation, that I would always be the safety net beneath her fall. And now, for the first time, she realized the net was gone. I didn't shout. I didn't argue. I invited her to meet. A cafe we once shared. She arrived nervous, clutching her phone like a lifeline. Her eyes searched for warmth in me. She found none. I slid my phone across the table. On screen, her messages to him while we were still married. Times, locations, words of intimacy I had memorized long ago. Her breath caught. Her body sagged under the weight of exposure. I leaned back, calm. You thought I didn't know. She shook her head, tears spilling. Her words tangled into apologies, into explanations. But there was no oxygen left for her excuses. I'm happy now, I said, voice steady. And you're just a story I outgrew. Her sobs filled the silence. People turned to look. She shrank under their eyes, her facade shattering. That was my revenge. Not cruelty, not rage, just indifference carved sharp enough to cut. I walked away before she could answer, left her drowning in the life she chose. That night I sat with my fiancée, her laughter soft, her presence steady. I didn't tell her about the meeting. She didn't need to know. Some wars end quietly, with no sound but the closing of a door. The betrayal no longer haunted me. It defined me once, but now it only confirmed what I already knew. Love built on deception is already dead. And I had no desire to resurrect a corpse. She wanted me broken. Instead, I became untouchable. And that was the one truth she could never survive.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.